If there is one way, if you can create some friction between the monarchy and the York sisters, Beatrice and Eugenie, is by trying to peddle a narrative that will encourage them, Beatrice and Eugenie, to go against the monarchy in public. Now, this is an ongoing effort. This plot is becoming even more thicker. Why? Because these royal experts, quote unquote, commentators, they really want some problem, some beef between these two entities, the monarchy and the York sisters, because that's the only way now they are seeing how they can actually damage the reputation of the monarchy and help in the process Meghan and Harry to make their cases against the family. What I'm talking about here? Well, what I'm saying is very, very simple. Recently, there are several articles where we are seeing that these so-called royal experts, commentators, are telling us that somehow Princess of Wales, Katherine, she is worried, she is terrified, she is like, oh my god, wow, this is happening, I cannot believe this, I'm so afraid. This is exactly what they want us to believe happening with Princess of Wales, Katherine, but that is not the case. I will tell you why. Princess of Wales, Katherine, she is going to be the next Queen of England, Queen Consort, and nobody can stop this from happening. But the bigger problem is that when she does become the Queen and Prince William becomes the King, they don't want this monarchy to run smoothly. They want some problem. They want to create some boogeyman. And these royal commentators, these royal experts who are literally the mouthpiece of Meghan and Harry, they are trying to set this ground for both the York sisters and encourage them indirectly to take action against Prince William and Princess of Wales, Katherine, because that's only how they can damage the reputation, again, as I said. And these are happening, all of these are happening with Meghan's approval, with Sussex Squad peddling these lies all the time. So let's take a look at this particular news article. I think this is something you have to understand for you to really see the whole picture. So Kate Middleton is worried, quote unquote, over how close Princess Beatrice and Eugenie are getting to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. A royal expert has claimed the Princess of Wales 42 is reportedly bothered by the alliance, quote unquote, the daughters of Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson have formed with the Duke and Duchess of Goofballs. Now, there is one person who commented on this, and she was spot on, or he was spot on. I do not know if this person is male or female, but he or she said, I seriously doubt her or Prince William are worried about York sisters forming an alliance. It does not matter if they did, because William and Katherine will be king and queen regardless. Also, I have never seen any indication that Beatrice even talks to Harry and Meghan. In other words, this individual is saying that Beatrice is out of it. The only reason we see Beatrice being dragged into this is because she is the sister of Eugenie. That's the only reason. Now, also, I have never seen any indication that Beatrice even talks to Meghan and Harry. I think the sisters get lumped in together when Eugenie was the one that was known for talking to Harry and Meghan. I think she is naive but learned her lesson. Both sisters were close to their grandmother, and in order to respect her legacy, that means supporting William and Katherine. Also, I heard Eugenie and Harry's wife got into an argument when she went to California. Now, when that happened, well, Meghan and Eugenie, they met in California in the year, I believe, 2022. At that time, they went for a dinner date, and somebody took pictures. According to many people, they now believe, and I'm one of them, I do believe the story, that Eugenie does have some big problem with Meghan Markle. And this is why we do not see them talking or communicating anymore in public. Obviously, we know Meghan and Harry, they visited them in Portugal, but that was probably to reconcile with Eugenie, because Meghan and Harry, they desperately need information from inside the palace, and who can give it to them better than Eugenie herself. I heard Eugenie and Harry's wife got into an argument when she went to California the one time she visited, and they don't keep in touch now. I also heard King Charles reprimanded Eugenie for leaking Harry and Meghan, and that's why caused her and Jack to spend more time in Portugal, similar to when Meghan and Harry went away before Christmas. The king is up to it. We have seen Beatrice and Eugenie. I have not seen the whole video of the garden party, but some of you have mentioned that both Beatrice and Eugenie, they were in the garden party that took place only a few days ago, I believe. And therefore, this is a good thing. Maybe they're coming to their senses, realizing that this association or so-called alliance, against the monarchy is not going to pan out for them in any way, shape, or form, to benefit them in any way, shape, or form. Because remember, Eugenie and Beatrice, even though according to these reports they can supply or give information to Meghan and Harry, but the ultimate goal of Meghan and Harry is really not to help Eugenie or to give her credit or to help her in any way, shape, or form. They're living in Portugal. They have their own life. Even if Meghan and Harry, they're getting information from Eugenie, Eugenie will be destroyed by Meghan and Harry in a moment. Why? Because this is what they do. This is what narcissistic people, they do. They use you and then they trash you. We have said this over and over again, guys, that Eugenie and Beatrice, whatever it is that they are doing right now, they need to stop, because it's not going to help at all. Now, for William and Kate, an alliance between Harry and Meghan and Beatrice and Eugenie is a huge worry. Royal expert, again, as I said, this so-called royal expert and commentator like Tom Quinn, he's firing the warning shot when it is absolutely not true. Listen to what he said. Although Harry and Meghan have little sympathy for Andrew, they have kept in regular contact with Beatrice and Eugenie, who have always been free of any associations with Meghan's angry, bitter time in the UK. So again, you can see how Tom Quinn is trying to peddle those lies. Quinn believes Princess Katherine fears that Beatrice and Eugenie have more in common with the Sussexes as non-working royals. So, I mean, the only reason why Eugenie and Beatrice will be groveling to Meghan and Harry is because both of these people, these sisters, they are non-working royals. Doesn't make any sense. Tom Quinn, you just really need to quit your job. Stop talking nonsense. They sense that Beatrice and Eugenie feel that as virtual outcasts themselves, they have far more in common with Harry and Meghan than any other part of the family, Quinn added. So why Quinn did not take a look at the video for the garden party that took place in UK? If you take a look just once, you'll know that they are not outcast. Eugenie and Beatrice, they are no more outcast as he is claiming. This guy is beyond ridiculous, but that's what he is saying, because Meghan Markle is paying him, and the Sussex squad is using him as this pseudo royal commentator and whatnot. But we all know what is happening, and that is that Tom Quinn is a big liar, mouthpiece, just like a Scooby-Doo, and that everything he said makes absolutely no sense whatsoever.